Are we in December? Are we in April? I mean, look at these temperatures right now outside. We're talking about mid-80s, 85 for you in Northport on this Monday morning or Monday afternoon, 85 here in Punta Gorda. So temperatures are quite warm thanks to a southerly wind that's helping bring up the warm air from the south. Also dew points, holy cow, 71 for a dew point in Tampa, 69 in Fort Myers. But everywhere around the Suncoast, we're looking at dew points in the lower 70s. That's the temperature. It basically shows us the amount of moisture that the atmosphere can handle. And it's quite muggy when you walk outside. This is all due to the southerly wind in front of a cold front that's coming down from the northwest. There's a little bit of a pressure gradient setting up, so that's why we're experiencing some breezy conditions for this afternoon, and that will also linger into tomorrow. Let's break down the forecast for you for today. Expect muggy, warm conditions and breezy conditions. And then the rain moves in tonight and tomorrow. Now, there could be some isolated sprinkles as we go through this afternoon. That will be isolated. Much needed rainfall is in store for us as we go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. And then another cold front will make its way into the Suncoast as we get into our Friday. And that's not going to be much of a rainmaker, but it will usher in some cooler air. Speaking of rainfall, we're almost down 3 inches. We've been so dry for so long. Finally, Mother Nature is going to bless us with some widespread shower activity. The radar, we basically could have taken a snapshot of this and put this up for 2 months because this is what it's looked like, pretty quiet along the Suncoast. But there's some activity out here in the Gulf of Mexico, and this is going to be a little sprinkles coming in for this afternoon, but the bulk of the energy is still up here in the northern Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to be arriving late tonight and into tomorrow, bringing us the much-needed rainfall. But boy, areas around the Panhandle and Nature Coast, if you're heading up in that direction, there could be some issues with some stronger storms. We'll talk about that in just a second. But wind gusts for this afternoon are going to be pretty strong, maybe about 20, 25 miles per hour. And then as we get into our Tuesday morning, still the winds will be rather strong as well. And then they start to die down after this front passes us by. But if you're taking I-75 northbound to, say, around I-10 and going west, this afternoon into this evening, there is the potential and the dynamics that could trigger some severe weather. We're talking about some storms that could be rotating, and there could be tornadic activity up to our north. I don't think that's going to happen for us, thank goodness, but up to the north there could be some issues. So once again, this cold front's coming in. This is going to be the rainmaker for us, and then another cold front's coming our way as we get into the latter part of this work week. That should arrive on Friday. But you can see this is the one that's going to be the potent of the cooler air, bringing widespread that colder air to the Suncoast. As far as the heaviest rainfall, looks like on Tuesday we're going to have the showers and storms come in for our area around the early afternoon hours. Okay, there you go. After that second cold front comes our way, our highs on Friday only in the 60s, and lows could be falling down into the 40s. Scott?